my room. Hey, welcome in everybody. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I didn't even put up my captions. I was working on the thumbnail as the video was loading, so that took me the whole 15 minutes right there. And the thumbnail is updated with the vulture, the culture vulture that we're speaking about today. I am actually really sad that we're talking about this because, you know, I've been a content creator for a really long time. And I remember when people created content for the love of it, because we loved content creating. That's how it began. But now that there's money involved, we've entered into whole new realms of people who are predatory in nature, who don't really care about people, helping people, or even having a message to get out. I've been on YouTube, I've been creating content so long that some of the people who were 5, some of the people who had children when I was first starting, these children are now young adults and they are wreaking havoc in the community. They're wreaking havoc amongst people. And I'm sad and embarrassed for us because it's not just young people either. I had a situation with a grown woman recently, where I learned that some of the people in the Black women empowerment space may not even really be in here to empower Black women, but to enrich themselves. And I just, it's, you know, I guess when money and big money becomes involved, anything is possible, anything. I'm sad and disgusted that we even have to talk about this topic tonight. Go ahead and like the video, thumbs up the video. We're going to get live on all of these platforms. I'm going to put this beautiful thumbnail that I made up, and then we're going to get live on all of the platforms. Look, Welcome, 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 welcome. I'm your host, Tonya TKO, and I'm a self-love specialist from TonyaTKO.com. You know what? Before we actually go live on these other platforms, Text Notification Squad, I sent you all a text because we're having an accountability party tomorrow and a procrastination party where you all can... We're going to be live on Zoom for 2 hours in the afternoon so that you can get things done during business hours. And then we're going to be live for 2 hours after business hours where we are going to be together. And there have been quite a number of people who have signed up. We're going to be together and we're going to get done what we need to get done during this accountability party. So we're going to be making phone calls. You can put it on mute and make your phone call, but we are setting the intention. It is a $5 commitment for you to put your money where your mouth is so that you do not get away from your accountability party. So that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. So if you're on the text notification squad, you would have gotten your text. And we are going to be doing this on Zoom, so it's going to be behind the scenes, and it's going to be just us. I don't know if we should allow anybody from the general public to kind of come in, but you know, all of the knockouts are pretty cool, but I did send it to the text notification squad. This is our first accountability party. There's some things that I need to do that I've been procrastinating on that have been very difficult, and I was like, you know what? The only way that I'm going to do this is if I really set that intention and I have somebody looking over my shoulder and we can all do this together. So we're going to be together. So if you're in the text notification squad and you sent yours through, just know that it's going down tomorrow. So we are here. Let's go ahead and get live on all of these platforms. And if you're not on the text notification squad and you have, I purposely did not put her link in the description of the video. I put the link to the black woman in my video, but the culture vulture, I didn't put her link in the video. Purposefully, I'm not saying her name in here either or her handles because it's irrelevant. I think that we as black women really need to discuss because, you know, let's get live on all of the platforms and then we'll talk. Let's get live on all of the platforms and then we'll talk. We are live on Twitch. We're live on Twitter. We're live on Facebook. We're live on LinkedIn. And of course, we are live on YouTube. And I am your host, Tonya TKO. I am a self-love specialist from TonyaTKO.com. I hope you learn how to love yourselves and one another. On this channel, we use viral topics to discuss what the teachable moments are there for us. And so I'm going to show you some videos. So you see there's a person over here that you see with braids, right? This person is trying to be a model. She and her life are apparently failing in many ways. So that she tried and tried and tried to get views and to become popular. She even had scantily clad pictures and pictures of her white standard of beauty face all over TikTok. She was trying. Her hair was dark. Then she dyed it blonde. Then she started wearing wigs. Then she noticed when she put on a curly wig that she started getting a certain amount of attention. Then she started spray tanning her face, putting on darker foundation, and then wearing this curly wig, right? And then she went from there to putting these box braids in her hair or whatever this thing is that's on top of her head, right? Then from there, she went to cursing black women out. When she started with the whole box braids, and I'm going to show you some of her numbers, right? She went from getting 1,000 views to 50,000 views to getting 500,000 views per video, right? That's what she started doing, right? The black woman that's next to her decided to confront her, and she elicited the help of a black man to remove an opportunity from her. And so this white girl, the Caucasoid on the end, she She's going viral right now because when she went to cut the braids out of her hair, it matted and she had to cut her hair out. And so she's gone viral for that. And so I thought it was funny. But then the aftermath of what's been happening has not been funny. And I want to talk to Black women about what we can do about this because, you know, we've already talked about the gynocracy, however we want to pronounce it. We really need to rise up. We're on our own out here. We're not going to be protected or provided for. We really have to do reconnaissance at this point. And we have to figure out how we can wield our own power to stop stuff like this from happening. I am over it. I'm over these people being predators on our community. They know, and I'm gonna play a phone call for you where she admits that she's doing this. She's working with a marketing agent who is doing this so that she can get views. And so we are making these people famous. You all know from Pinky Doll, right, that lighter complected people are promoted in the algorithm on the Clock app, TikTok. They're promoted on that app if you're lighter complected or white. They will push down the original creators, the creators of the dances, the creators of the viral, because, you know, we are the source, right? We're the source and the sauce. And they push us down. You remember, what's the name of that young lady who came out with this new style of like cosmic singing, and she's like, oh, the universe is on a lunar, soon as sun. I'm a soon the sun, and the soon as sun, I'm the sun in the man. She kind of sings like that, very breathy. The Clock app removed her original video, and some man in Asia had redone it, had covered it, and hers was taken down and his was promoted. And so they suckle from us these bastard children of the Eve gene. They suckle from us, mock us, enact their predation upon us. They throw the rocks and then hide their hands. And Nico, yes, that's her. Yeah, thank you. Exactly. So the girl, I'm telling you, somebody said, doesn't she use a light skin filter? She does. And she was very smart with it because she knows as a brown skinned woman, she would not have been pushed up in the algorithm on the Clock app. So yes, they do what works. And these mother effers, they know that their white skin gives them an open doorway where they can get up onto Jimmy Fallon or Kimmel and dance our dances with no salt and pepper. Just dry bread movements. And they can get exalted up and we get pushed down. I'm going to play this dumbass SHIT for you all now. But I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted, and I want this to be, I want to be in a different time. I'm happy that I grew up, that I'm of the 80s. I'm happy that I'm from a time, a decade right before the internet was invented. So that I did not have to grow up in this time where people fear not being famous more than they fear death. I'm glad that I grew up in a time where we were offline. I'm glad. I wouldn't want to be raised up in a time like this, where if you don't have a phone and you're not connected, that you're nobody if you're not famous. That people want to be famous for famous' sake. They don't care. And there's so little repercussions for these vultures that they have no problem. Look, let's go ahead and let me play some of this. I just am disgusted by all of this. Which one do I open up for you all? I'll play both of what it is that I have, because I have two links, and this girl is so repugnant and so repulsive to me that even though I have two links, I didn't watch the links a second time because I'm disgusted by her, and you'll see what I'm saying when I put her up here to play. She's repugnant. She's repugnant. She's repugnant. All right, here. Please don't comment on her page. Don't give her clicks. Don't give her views. That's what she wants. That's what she wants. Oh my God. Anyway, let's just go ahead and just get this over with. Let us, where's the thing? I'm discombobulated. So here.
I just wanted to come on here and sincerely apologize to everyone who was offended by me having braids. I didn't think anyone would really care, but I've decided to cut them out because I think it's really disrespectful. Shut the fuck up! That's what y'all really wanted me to say, huh? That's how y'all want me to react to this shit. Look at him. Kiss my white fucking ass, bitch. I just wanted to come on here and sincerely apologize to everyone who was offended by me having braids. I didn't think anyone would really care, but I've decided to cut them out.
Okay, so you get a sense for how she gets down and how she's giving it up, right?
That's just so pressed because I have braids and I'm a white girl. I have one question for y'all. Do you believe that cultures should be shared? And if the answer is no, why do you believe in segregation? To everyone that's just so pressed because I have braids and I'm a white girl, I have one question for y'all.
I'm really getting sick and tired of y'all bullying white people online talking about slavery. And
so the first thing I noticed is that.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to jump around. I'm going to come back to this black young woman, this Nubian woman. I'm going to come back to her in a moment. So you can see why I didn't watch this several times today, because the girl is repugnant. But it's working because she went, I'm going to show you her page. She went from 1,000 views to tens of thousand views to hundreds of thousand views per post with these braids in her hair. And so I'm sure people were pressed because this is what we do. You know, our outrage is monetized. We go and we click and we share and we do all this stuff, and then people become famous off of us. So I want to show you something else. This was actually something I sent it to my sister so that we could have a good laugh on it, because I thought it was funny, but I see now that it's actually not funny, that it's actually really sad, and that it's embarrassing. And I don't know what to do about it, because whatever you try to do, they profit from. Whatever you try to do, they find a way to monetize. And I don't know. I don't know. So here. All right. So here, we'll play this again.
Kiss my white fucking ass, bitch. Trying to record and have a mental breakdown at the same time. It was a mess. Since I started taking the braids out, the whole bottom half is kind of like messed up, and it looks okay right now, but I'm about to wash my hair. So I just got out of the shower, and I have this huge matted section like right there, and there's no way in fucking hell that I'm gonna be able to get this shit out. So this is where I'm at right now. My whole entire head is one huge mat.
So then she had to start cutting her hair. So she had to try to cut the braids out. I didn't even realize I was playing the music for that long. So now she's cutting out the hair because it got all matted, right? Yes, this is self-hate. This is self-hate right here. She doesn't love herself. She has an extreme amount of low self-esteem and self-hatred. So she's cutting out her hair, and it's just a whole boondoggle. So as you see, she's having to cut it out because it was all matted. So she's showing how it was matted, and then that's her hair afterwards, right?
I actually did try to save my hair for a while, but it wasn't going to be saved. Like, it was just, there was no way in hell. Even cutting the knots smaller didn't do shit, so. Kiss my white fucking ass, bitch. Trying to record.
All right, so then we have that. Now you all see why I was just really just kind of fatigued covering this silly story, right? Because these people, they know that we are largely powerless in this country. They know that we are not organized. They know that we don't run industry to be able to stop them from being able to exalt to the ranks of fame and infamy. They know. So they're taking advantage of us. She's a predator. She's a low self-esteem predator. And so let me play the black girl's video, because the black girl, so I'll just play it for you rather than describing it, because showing you is better than telling you. I'm fatigued, honestly. I'm so glad that I was born Nubian. I'm glad that I was born black. I'm glad that I was born with the melanin, so that I don't have to be one of these types of people.
I'm really getting sick and tired.
So this is the video the black young lady made. So let's take a look and see what we have here. All right, there we go.
I'm really getting sick and tired of y'all bullying white people online, talking about slavery. And
So the first thing I noticed is that me and Scarlett live in the same city. We're both here in Houston. And not only is Scarlett a wannabe black woman, but she's also a wannabe model. Unlike you, Scarlett, I have a history of being a real multi-published model. And me and Lake Holloway just so happen to be good friends. And once I let my very good friend of many years know exactly what you've been doing online, he didn't appreciate it and was too fearful for your safety that I would pull up to your photo shoot here in Houston on Wednesday. So he decided to call you on three-way, for your safety.
So I want you all to pay attention, because this young lady and her good friend Holloway called this the culture vulture, right? And she's happy with the way her friend handled it, right? However, I want you to hear how he sounds on the phone and tell me, what are your thoughts about the way he handled it? Because to me, he seemed a little mousy with it. I don't know. I don't know what the rest of the conversation was like. And I'm happy that the opportunity was taken from her. I want you to hear what the vulture says. But I also want you to hear how the black man handles it. And if the black woman was not on the phone, would he have done it a different way? Because he sounded like he was really kind of, I don't really want this confrontation kind of thing. I don't know. I want you to just hear for yourself, because maybe I'm being hard on him. I don't know. But you all tell me. You tell me. So let's go.
Hey, what's up? First off, I'm going to tell you something. This is another reason why I do want to kind of meet up with you, because the more and more I'm looking back at it, the more I'm like finding TikToks and more people sending me videos, the more I do want to have a talk with you for real.
Let her know I'm on the phone, please, respectfully.
And respectfully, is another one of my homegirl, Crystal. She and Crystal go back years. she's black. She go back years, and she's strong in the black community and everything like that. And she had to come to me and saying like she had to ask, what's the deal now? Explain to her what's going on, but. There's some videos that I didn't even see about because there's so many videos going on with Starlet that, you know what, some of the stuff, I mean, you know, I got your back and everything, but some of the stuff he's saying is kind of like a little bit.
It's not kind of, it's extremely racist.
Yes.
It's extremely racist and offensive.
So,
okay, well, I'm not sure what videos that you're talking about, but I am working with a professional marketer who's telling me that this is what I need to do right now, so some of the things aren't what I actually feel and believe, but...
And I quote, I am working with a professional marketer. Some of the things that I say.
Hold on, I feel like the speed is not regular speed. What happened? I don't even know how to change the speed on here, but
Aren't exactly what I feel. She's being told to do it for marketing purposes. You have a marketer telling you to do that.
Actually, yes, I do. I send all my videos to him beforehand, and he'll tell me that it needs to be more controversial. And
isn't it interesting when being confronted by a black woman who just so happens to be in your city? Isn't it interesting how you switch up real quick? You didn't keep that same energy with me on the phone, Scarlett. Why is that? And you would think that somebody having a black child would understand how a marketer...
let's not call anything that comes out of her womb a black child. There's no way. She cannot give birth to a black child. So this is what I'm saying. They ride on these black dicks, get the cum all up inside of them, spit out a biracial baby, and then get onto the internet to enact their predation on black people. And then when their child is having an identity crisis because there are no Nubian womb holders around them to help them understand their black side, because your Thanksgivings look like flat pumpkin pie and oily, stringy onions on your string bean milky casserole. And there's no soul at your events. And your house is not filled with warmth and laughter. And your child is having a crisis and they hate their hair because everybody around them has straight hair. And even though they have the preferred hair in the black community, the white kids make fun of them. So that they come home and they don't understand why they got that fluffy hair, and they want to unalive themselves, and they don't like their brown skin, and they don't understand, and they got a self-hating mother and an absent father. Stop calling these children black. Because what happens is they leave from these classrooms where these white kids are bullying them. They leave from these classrooms where the white kids are bullying them. And then they cross the street with your little girl with her little braids and her little puffs and pom-poms on her hair. As they start stroking and wanting to braid the little biracial hair, and they learn very soon that in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. That they won't be accepted in this community, but they can come over to this one and be queen. Sorry. It's unfortunate that this is the reality of where it is that we are today. Stop. I'm so hurt right now. I'm hurt by the fact that there are so many people who are preying on us, and we are powerless to stop them from preying on us. And so demonic are they. So Martian souled are they, that they don't care. It's an avenue for them to be able to get views, to get fame, to get clout, to get recognition, that they are vampires. That they are vampires feeding off of us, feeding off of our community. Because they know that we are hobbled at the knees. They know that we are powerless. They know that when all is said and done, their white brethren and sistren are going to lift them up and exalt them. And they know that no matter which trailer park they crawled out of, because I know this country's secret from when I was living in my car and I was staying, and instead of sleeping on my car in the streets, I could park at the trailer park, pay a little nightly fee, park at the trailer park, and at least be safe. I know this country's dirty secret, that the vast majority of white people are not wealthy. They are enwealthened with this white skin. There's a commodity in whiteness. So that if you come from the trailer park, all you have to do is brush off the dirt from your knees and untangle the leaves and twigs from your doggone hair, take a Greyhound bus up to New York. And if people would never know that you hail from this country's throwaways. They will never know, because you got that white skin that helps you traverse. All you got to do is just wash yourself off. Meanwhile, Chris Rock made some sort of joke years ago. He made jokes years ago about how, even though he's a wealthy black man, and listen, I'm no Chris Rock fan because he's problematic in and of himself. And I am learning that there are a lot of problematic black men out there. And ladies, it is a time that we stop giving them passes. There was a black man recently whom I've known since I was about 19 years old, right? And I've always looked up to him because he was an elder of mine, and he always seemed so cool, and he was a college basketball player, and he just was infamous, and they hung out with famous people and all this stuff, and I just used to look up to them. He sent me a message last night of Michelle Obama. And he was going off in my inbox talking about how Michelle Obama is a man. And I went off on him. And I lost so much respect for him last night. And I even told him, I was like, I don't even look at you the same way anymore. Because I'm telling you, when I was in my late teens, my eyes were so starry. And I was like, wow, college basketball player, so cool. And when he used to walk in the room, he used to be so cool. And it was like, he just had so much Brooklyn swag. And oops, I've said too much. My bad. He had all of this swag when he would walk in the room. And I just remember being in awe of him. And then he sent me this thing last night. And I was like, look, don't come into my inbox with this. And he kept going on. That's a man, yo. That's a dude. Yo, money's back is real big, yo. Going off. And I was like, this is so inappropriate. And I had to tell him. And I'm like, you doing the white man's bidding now. And he's like, oh, I don't even see color when I'm telling a joke. I would say that about anybody. I said, when was the last time that you ever sent a picture of a white woman into someone's inbox talking about that's a man? He's like, I don't see color, this, that, and the other. I was like, I bet you never have, though. And I'm learning that there's so many problematic people around us that are harboring all types of feelings on the inside, that their misogyny and anti-black colorism and all types of stuff comes to a head. And we need to hold these people accountable. And I had to tell him, just like I told another black male friend that I saw who was talking about R. Kelly's music is so good. I said, this is why I don't march. I said, this is why I stay home. And this is why I will not march for any BM that I do not know and have not vetted. I said, this is why I stay home right here, because black girls are largely unprotected in this community. And when he sent that Michelle Obama thing to me, I was like, listen, white people have been trying to what's the word? I can't even think of the word, but they have been trying to diminish our femininity for hundreds of years. And then you send this into my inbox, just doing their bidding, talking. And I sent him baby pictures of Michelle Obama as a little girl. And I said, listen, if Michelle Obama is not a woman, somebody would have known it by now. I was like, what evidence do you have? I said, first of all, they're baby pictures of her as a little girl. So if she is not, then that means that something happened medically or something to her, that her parents, I'm like, this is much larger than her, that her parents would be dressing her as a girl then. So then this is beyond her. He's like, yo, have you ever seen any pictures of her pregnant? I'm like, God, it was just too much. So nonetheless, I say all of that to say, because there are molds in our community. She had 2 children, yes, but apparently people can't find pictures of her pregnant or whatnot. I don't know whether they can or can't or just haven't looked or whatnot. And I'm like, all the doctors that she's seen, there's no way to be able to keep a secret like that. Or the gynecologists, what are they looking into? I didn't mean to go onto that tangent because it doesn't really have much to do with the story that we're at hand right now. It's time for us to take a movement break, right? But I say all of that to say, because she just said that this young lady has a quote unquote black child. Some black man impregnated her. And now she's on the internet. And nobody around this woman has pulled her coattails and said, stop this shit. Stop this. Nobody loves her enough to be like, this ain't the way. Yo, this ain't the way. Nobody cares enough about her to be like, you are destroying your chances and your future in a world where almost 20% of our population is African American, and even greater portions of the populations are adjacent and aligned with African Americans. And nobody cares about her enough. She doesn't even love herself enough. And this is a person who is in charge of a biracial child that is half black or a portion black. And somebody is saying, you do realize you are spewing the white man's talking point? I hope you're not talking about me. What white man's talking point am I spewing? The white man's talking point is that one drop of N-word blood makes you an N-word. That's the white man's talking point right there. So I don't know if you're talking about me or somebody else in the comments. I don't know. I'm going to give you the benefit of that doubt. It is time for us to take a movement break, because far too many of us are living in unhealth and unwellness. We are having a text notification squad. We are having an accountability and a procrastination party tomorrow at 2 different times. So you can choose one. One is during the day to make sure that you get stuff that you need done before the work day is over, and one is after work hours. So text notification squad, go look at your text. This is the first time that we're doing something like this. There is a $5 commitment for you to put your money where your mouth is. So get in on it. And right now, look, you can put your money where your mouth is and stand up and do something during this movement break. And you can send $1 through the Cash App and let me know what it is that you've done. I'm going to get up. I'll probably do some stretches and stuff like that. I did yoga earlier today, and the yoga felt so good, right? Sounds the same as a biracial not being black enough. A biracial is not black enough to be black. Not when one of your parents is white. No, that doesn't work that way. It's like if you want a black child, have a black child. If you want a white child, have a white child. When you have one that's in between, you have one that's in between. And that's just the way it is. It's no shade. But why do people have to use us as the dumping ground for people who know that in white supremacist systems that they have an advantage? Why do they want to? It's the same like these trans people entering into women's sports. They know that they have the advantage. They know that they're stronger and faster. They know that, but yet they're still preying on our community. Come on. There's no offense. It's just the truth. And I have biracial people in my family, and I'm not going to sit up there in their face and be like, same, 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 same. Yes, there may be other people who'll be like, yes, all of you are enslaved, but there are those enslaved that are in the house and those that are in the field. We do not get the same treatment. And there will be people that'll be like, yo, I've had racist things happen to me and this, that, and the other. Yes. And you have also benefited from the privilege of having lighter skin. Yes, there will be some people that'll be like, yes, you're an N-word. And there will be other people that'll be like, oh, let's use you as the face of blackness. So much so that when you go to buy stock photography, you can barely find a brown-skinned black woman in there. When you look for black, all you find are those that they find are more attractive. Come on. And the thing is that you cannot help us if you are using your privilege against us. If you want to use your privilege to help black women, use your privilege to help black women by saying, I acknowledge that I have this privilege, not pretending as if you don't while still reaping the benefits of it and being like, say, same, same. It's not the same. Come on. Even being raised with a white mother or a white father is not the same. There are different sets of issues that you have to contend with and deal with. Honor your unique journey. This is what I'm saying. If you were raised with one white parent, or even the knowledge that one of your parents is white, or it is different. Just like if you were raised in the existence of being male, you don't just get up one day and say, oh, well, I'm female. Use your privilege to help. But people are weaponizing their privilege by pretending as if they don't have it while reaping the benefits of it. Come on, it's time to stand up. Get up out of your seat. It is time for us to take a movement break. So I want everyone to just get up and do some movements now because it's late, but we can still move. We can at least get the blood pumping a little bit. You know what I mean? Just being intentional with the movement. Come on. Hey, come on, get up out your seat. I'm going to put some codes on the screen and you can support the broadcast that way. If there's something that I said that resonated or you want to send me a message that I read live on air, it'll be on the screen and we'll be back in 3 and 3. welcome, welcome, welcome. I am here doing some flamingo folds. I got my leg, or the four folds, the figure four folds. And I'm just bending and getting that nice stretch in my back. And right here on the side of my leg, I was just doing some stretches and they felt so good behind the scenes. Oh, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Woo. We're going to play some more of that recording because there's more, and I'm going to show you the pages and all of that. Whew, I see there's a lot of people who sent their, oh, let's see. All right. Here we go. All right, here. All right, so there's some people who sent money in for the accountability party. I've sent the money back to you all, to everybody who sent it through, so that you all can pay through the link that I sent in text. So pay through that link, and then I will see you all tomorrow at the accountability party. So don't worry, I got you on that. Jay Ebony says, from North Carolina, we called your fave triple fat goose. We called your favorite jacket triple fat goose. In North Carolina, we had the triple fats as well. We had the triple fats. That must be a person who's sending in something from the broadcast we did. What was it, last night, yesterday? Okay, because, so we have Sean T since 1010. Thank you, Sean T. Let's see. And we have Pepper says, keep this and $5 I'll use link also. Pepper, I've already sent it back. Well, it's pending. As you see up there, it's pending. So I don't know. I think that's going to go through anyway, back to you. Miranda sends $1 and says, blank canvases don't sell. They need color. Woo, chow. If that ain't a word, I don't know what is. Then Shantae sends $2 and says, thank you for always speaking the truth, heart. Thank you for watching and being here. Mariana sends $5 and says, for support. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. So let's see. I think we got everybody. Oh, Victoria sends $5 and says, working, can't make it. 91 donate. So impressed. So love. All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. So that means that somebody can get a sponsorship for tomorrow in case you don't have the $5 and you still want to be a part of the accountability party. So there we have that. Let's go ahead and, let's see. Nicole sends 222 and says, you're on fire tonight. Am I? I didn't realize I was on fire. Oh my goodness, somebody just wrote some long message on Facebook about biracialness and all of that other stuff. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. And the thing, Kelly sends $1.99 and says, supporting the broadcast. Great show, Tonya, with a thumbs up. Thank you, baby girl. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. So we have that. I will check the PayPal next go round. But let's get back into this video so that we can continue forward, because I'm going to start using an alarm clock. I haven't used an alarm clock since I was in school, but there have been some things I've been not accomplishing. And so I typically wake up on my own, and I've been waking up on my own since I've started working. And there's some things that just don't get done during the day. So I think I'm going to I think I'm going to use an alarm clock, set it for, because like right now I've been working 2 shifts, waking up at 4, working with the editors at that time, then going back to bed and then waking up again. But I think I'm just going to try to just sleep through till like 6 o'clock, 5 or 6, maybe wake up and then start moving from there. So we'll see how the alarm clock thing goes. I hated an alarm clock when I was a little girl. because when I was in school and I used to feel all frazzled, like my heart would be beating. Like I really didn't like the whole alarm clock thing. But I may, unless, you know what, they have these silent clocks that just turn the light up real bright in your room. So I might do something like that. I'm gonna try and see how that works. But nonetheless, I'm gonna start maybe using an alarm clock. We'll see. So let's get back into this video where the girl was on the phone. The vulture's on the phone talking about her marketing agent is telling her to be more controversial.
With me on the phone, Scarlett. Why is that? And you would think that somebody having a black child would understand how a marketer telling her to say racist things like this would be harmful to your child.
But like Scarlett, what I'm trying to get at is too, is like, look.
How come she didn't answer?
But like Scarlett, what I'm trying to get at is too, is like, look. Some of the stuff, like even if the marketer tell you that, you some of you like, nah, I can't. That's a little bit too much because that is.
It's disgusting and pathetic that somebody would be so desperate for fame and clout that they will sit there and say things that they claim they don't really feel in real life. Because what you're saying online is hurtful. Even if you don't care about the black people and black women you're offending, you have a black child. And that is what's so annoying about white women who don't know and who aren't educated when it comes to the cultural braiding hairstyles that you wear and the problematic things that you say. It can get you touched in person. It's Scarlett. Girl, sit down.
I'm really getting sick and tired.
Oh me, oh my. Okay. So I just was, so people are saying the BM is such a clown. I don't know. To me, it wasn't a full-throated, like there was a lot. I don't know. I'm happy that the opportunity was taken away from her. I did, however, feel like he was a little soft in his approach. Like just take away the opportunity. Just let it be done. Not, you know, I got your back and all of that. Come on. Talking about something, I got your back. So you all would think that that was enough, but no. The story doesn't end there. The story doesn't end there. The story actually gets much worse, right? So here, let me play this for you. So here go our baby girl over here, right? So the Caucasoid, the vulture, decided to do a stitch with the black girl in it. Look.
All day.
Girl, I don't know why you're looking for me when you know exactly where I'm gonna be. Time, date, location. Y'all really want to believe that she stole a photo shoot from me when I didn't have a date, nor time, nor location. And on top of that, she's got me blocked on every single platform. So once again, she's acting hard for the internet. You know where I'm gonna be. Pull up and we can fight by your rules. We don't have to have a ref that's gonna pull us apart. We don't have to use gloves. And if you don't want me to profit off of black women, then I won't televise it. I won't make a single penny. I just want you to show up.
So this is how she's behaving now. She got the braids back in her hair. I'm going to show you. This is what I'm saying. I'm going to show you. So she got the braids back in her hair. She is even more emboldened now. And this video, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed, right? I'm embarrassed. I'm disgusted. I'm embarrassed. I'll show you, right? I'll show you her page, right? So here. This is what I'm saying. You know, I understand the Black experience, right? And I know that in our community, that there's some people with nothing to lose or who feel they have nothing to lose. And this is part of the reason that I already know where this is leading for her. And it's not leading anywhere good. Because she's going to sit up on the internet, you know, behaving this way, but this is not going to end well for her. It's not. So this is her page now, right? She's even more emboldened. She got black men in videos with her, right? So I'm gonna show you because so these videos were taken. This was done yesterday, right? So she's doing all of this stuff now. I'm gonna go scroll down for you so that you can see how her page was earlier in the year. So now you see she's getting tens of thousands of views. Look, this is how, so she knows how to take the braids out of her hair, because look at how she looked. Look. So she is blackfishing. So she got the crinkly hair. She's putting on her makeup to make herself look browner, right? And hold on, because I don't want her name to come up on my screen, because I'm not giving her any views. I'm not giving her any extra views. I'm not saying her name. I'm not doing any of that. If she wants to get her views, she got to earn them, and she ain't earning them off the backs of this black woman over here. So I took that off the screen right quick so that she's not getting any shine in my broadcast that has 900 people on the live on YouTube, 200 people on the Facebook, and we got our one person on Twitch. I saw you commenting too, Twitchy. Thank you for being a part of the conversation. So yeah, so she's not getting any views off of me. So as you see on her page here, let me, So as you see on her page, right? As you see on her page, she has hoes mad. You see she got the brown stuff all over her face. She got the braids back in her hair. She's now she's even more emboldened. This was her after she chopped her hair off. This was her with her wig on. This was when she took it out before, right? She has done her braids several different times. And so this is when the girl confronted her, 200,000 views on that, 300,000 views with her showing her boxing skills. Look, so now she's trying to show that she can box. Skinny as she can be. Look, she looks like a fool. Listen to how she sounds.
Braided. I'm out here in Houston at Four Corners Boxing Gym.
So now she's talking about the boxing gym. She's trying to act like this is embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's sad. I wish she loved herself enough to know that this is not the way. This is not the way. And she has a black man supporting her. Look, she has a black man, look right here. Showing Bobby my new buzz cut.
It's kind of crazy.
What?
No! So now his precious Becky has her hair chopped off and he's screaming. And he's a caricature. It's embarrassing. So look, I just want you to see just this is how so look. So I want you to see long ago when she first got started, right? When she first got started, and I know this is not who they're calling a black child, not this white-skinned baby right here. I know. See what I'm saying? Let's not be, listen, come on. So this is how it was when she first got started. She was only getting a few thousand views. Look, 1,000 views. Nobody was really watching her. She had dark hair. Then she decided that she was going to go make her hair blondish. Then she has 2,800 views. Then she got some streaks, 3,000 views. Then she started playing with a curly wig, 4,000 views, right? Then she started playing with curly hair again. And then I guess she wasn't getting the desired results. She got her blonde streaks in, breast up in the camera. She was only getting 3,000 views, right? She tried a blonder wig, even more blonde, 12,000 views. Blondie, 13,000 views, 16,000 views with the blonde wig. So I guess she knew, oh, I could get some shine on this app. Then I want you to see where it jumps up. So you see, then she went up to the braids, 283,000 views. 283,000 views, 371, where now she's disrespecting black women. So she's disrespecting black women. She's supposedly working with a marketer. Now she got brown stuff all over her face. 400,000 views, brown stuff on her face and these braids. Look how brown, right? So this is what I'm saying. So it works. It works. It works. And then she got black men supporting her. It works. Look at my cheek. It is giving. Do you see how the light is shining off my cheeks? I didn't even put any, you know how people go and they do their makeup and they make this part lighter and then all of that. I didn't even do it. I didn't even put on any foundation. I put some concealer under my eyes, some blush on my cheeks. But look at how, I'm looking good, y'all. That's what I'm saying. Get up for these movement breaks. Get up. Tomorrow's September, so look for the invitation to the coaching group because there have been things that I've been procrastinating on that I haven't been doing. So we're going to get into our accountability party tomorrow and we're going to do the doggone thing. I'm going to give a quick shout out. Let me take a break to give a quick shout out. It's almost time for another movement break. That's crazy. It seems like we just sat down again. Let me give us some more time because we spent some time talking. So I'm going to give us some more time. But I'm going to give a shout out to the people who have signed up for the accountability party. So let me go ahead and refresh and give a shout out to those people because I'm proud of you all for taking the steps. Hey, so we have Joanna, we have Wonder Woman, we have Evans, we have 213, we have Cash, Marie, B. Clark, Stacy, Nell, Blessed. So I'm going to see you all at the accountability party tomorrow, right? The accountability party and the procrastination party tomorrow. So I'm happy for you all that you joined into this. If you're interested in it and you have been procrastinating about some stuff and you want to be held accountable and you want to do it in a group, in a social setting where we're going to set our intention for what it is that we're going to do, and then we're going to just sit down and muscle through it. We're going to be there for 2 hours. We're going to be a support to one another. If you want to be a part of it, you can send me a message on my website. I'm not promoting it publicly and sending the link publicly because this is a private affair where we have to be in a safe space and a trusted environment. So if you want to be in a safe space, then you know that I cannot announce this publicly where anybody can show up. So send me a message on my website. I'll get you the link. It is a $5 commitment, a $5 commitment. So put your money where your mouth is. If you're in the text notification squad and you've been on the fence about joining the accountability party tomorrow, or you're seeing this video, or maybe you're asleep or whatnot, do it. I'm doing it because what I've been procrastinating on is I need to create individual SKUs for each color of the lipstick. And I need to create the SKU numbers with 128-bit encryption. And I just have not sat down to do it. But tomorrow I'm going to sit down and do it because if I don't do this now, the lipsticks are not going to be ready for our Christmas sale. And when I start thinking about all of those numbers and SKUs and trying to create this barcode, I feel overwhelmed. And so rather than doing that, I end up doing things that are easier. And then I'm like, I'm going to get to that. But it's been quite some time. And so that's what I'm going to be working on tomorrow. If there's stuff that you need to work on, some phone calls you need to make, even a tough conversation you need to have, or whatever the case may be, join the accountability party tomorrow. And if you like having safe spaces and doing social stuff and finding out about stuff behind the scenes, you can always join the text notification squad, which is www.tonyatko.com/TEXT. join the text notification squad. We are a support to one another behind the scenes. And so this is what we're doing to support each other tomorrow. So I appreciate all of you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, all right. Let's get back to the video. Let me refresh and see if anybody has joined the accountability party since I just mentioned. Let's see if there's any, you know. Okay, did I say blessed? 11:11. So yes. So 11:11 was, oh wow, there's a few people who had joined at 11:11 on the dot. All right. I'm sure by the end of this broadcast, there will be more people who have joined. So nonetheless. So there's somebody named Wife that's in the wrong space, that's laughing and trying to make a mockery. Look, you don't want to get your block party, babe. You don't want to get your block party. Oh, speaking of which, I started working with a new t-shirt designer because the last one was not able to really cut it. Those designs that he sent was not hitting on nothing. So I'm working with a new designer now. I was able to get my deposit back from him, and I'm working with a new designer. So nonetheless, what are your thoughts on all of this that we've been talking about here today? About how these people are profiting from our pain to promote their foolishness, using all types of spray tanners, and they're young, their mind is not fully developed yet, and they don't understand the full repercussions of the FS that they're doing online. And so they're playing themselves, and it's I think it's embarrassing. It's sad. And listen, stop talking to this person across the timeline. Oh, so this person has been problematic whole broadcast because I haven't been looking. I'm looking right now, Wife. What is it that you want to say so that you can go ahead and get blocked? This is one of the colors from the red pack, right? That's going to be available this Christmas, right? It's going to be available this Christmas. So that's what I'm working on tomorrow at the accountability party tomorrow, right? So nonetheless, I want to hear your thoughts, your point of view. How do we take care of this? How do we stop this foolishness? I mean, how do we stop people from profiting from our pain? How do we stop them from using us as the springboard for their careers? And then the next thing you know, now they got a rap album, or they selling some damn bejeweled flip-flops or some foolishness. And I'm just like, that Cash Me Outside girl, she went and turned that into a whole career, where she is out there now, has her own little rap name and all this other stuff. And it's like they use us, they use our community, they use our verbiage, they use all of that. And it's gotten so bad that now, because of TikTok, they're able to get the slang faster than we can recreate it. Because, you know, once they start using the slang, it's no longer cool, right? And so they're using the slang on these reality shows, and it's going mainstream and worldwide. And we got people who don't even speak English using the verbiage, it's giving, the thang be thanging, and all this type of stuff. It's just, who is supporting them? They're not making the views from our support. They're making the views from our outrage. This is why I didn't show her screen name in my broadcast. This is why her link is not inside my thing. Don't click on them. So yes, we need to gatekeep. Let's put the comments up. Let's see. What's the solution to this? We do need to gatekeep, yes. We need to get on the same page collectively. That's not going to happen. I mean, I put up the video about Erica Mena, and people are still arguing, even to this very moment, about whether or not Erica Mena was right for calling that woman a monkey. Allegedly, the Cash Me Outside girl is worth $24 million. You see what I'm saying? So she was able to springboard that into being a millionaire. The best way to stop this is stop showcasing ourselves and use other platforms that benefit us. Connect with Black tech professionals that can create new platforms that fit our algorithm. Well, fan base is Black, and I sent you all over there, and you know, you all didn't like fan base. So what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Keep them out of our spaces, period. She's on TikTok. TikTok is not our space. She might as well have called her the hard ER. Listen, there's videos of her rapping to songs that are using the N-word. So Black women are some of the biggest supporters of the one-drop rule. We sure are. We sure are. Nobody's a bigger supporter of it than Black men who are going out there and thinking that they can dilute their melanin and cut it 4 ways from Sunday and still be able to call their children Black, and the children got white face and blue eyes and blonde straight hair. And they're like, my Black babe, and Tyrese with his Nubian queen and all this other foolishness. Yeah, okay. Get off these platforms and have our platforms. They're just going to come onto the platforms anyway. We need societal power. Block them and don't share their posts. Question, would a solution be to teach the culture to biracial when we are unable? What are you talking about? Is my hair dry? Let me go lay down. Let me go get off this internet. And so LaShare is saying that for a long time we had no choice but to consider them Black because guess what? The white people considered them Black. Yes. And now that there's a new day, what do we do differently? If only Black women believed in Black girl magic. Okay. All right. Vanessa just sent $5 through the Cash App for the accountability, but baby girl, I need you to send it through the other way. I need you to send it through the link that came right after that, because from the moment that I sent it, there were more people that were sending through that I didn't have the ability to really kind of, because you saw there were like 7 people who sent it through. And I was like, oh, before this goes even larger, let me send out a different link. So Vanessa, what I'm going to do is I am going to refund this. How do I refund this? I probably have to figure out how to refund that off air. But yeah, I'm going to refund that. My thoughts, I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know how to combat this. I honestly, truly don't know. I do not know. I don't know. That's part of the reason I just think that we just don't click on their stuff. Because if they're making money from our outrage, then the only thing we can do is just not be outraged. That's the only thing I can think of. Let me refund this real quick. Let me refund. Vanessa, I'm refunding it because you have to go to the text that's right after that and send it through the form. That way I can have your phone number and I can know exactly who you are and I can send you all a message tomorrow. Her marketing manager told her to say racist things. That's exactly because they know what works. Put some damn braids in your hair and start talking about F Black women and all this other stuff. So Michelle is going to go manage her business. Exactly right. Go do that. And unfortunately, I have not seen a way to be able to legally stop them from coming into certain spaces online. And there's nothing that we have popularized. Like, we made TikTok and we continue to make TikTok each day. And I don't know what to do, honestly. Ignore them completely and they'll fade away. Exactly. That's what I want. I want us to just ignore them and just let them fade away. I just wish them and their Kangs would just go somewhere and just be happy together. Why do both of them have to reach back to try to punch at black women while we're just minding our black woman business? It's like nobody is asking for this. Leave us alone. Someone is saying we cannot disown our biracial offspring. For the record, the largest population of biracial black people is in Africa. What the fuck does that have to do with what we're talking about? Did nobody say to disown anyone? I'm saying that we need to be intentional with who it is that we're considering black. Let biracial people have their unique experience. Let them have that. You don't see me going, come on. This is getting ridiculous at this point. It's getting ridiculous at this point. No one is saying, what I'm saying is honor them. Let them love themselves enough to acknowledge who it is that they are, how it is that they were created, instead of being like, oh, the white side of my family just isn't spicy enough. I'm just not even going to speak about them. Come on. It's unbelievable. It's like the truth is offensive. If you tell a person with XY chromosomes that they're not a woman, they're offended. If you tell a person with a white parent that they're not black, then they're offended. It's unbelievable. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Listen, let me go. I'm going to go lay down because tonight is the first night that I'm going to be using my alarm. And then here we are. It's almost midnight. And I'm supposed to be waking up at 6. Lord have mercy. I don't know how I'm going to do this. You all like that face? What if that was my regular face? And I was like, hello, Narco. Can you get your here? All right, that's enough. I'm tired. Text notification squad, those of you who signed up for the accountability. So when we do the accountability thing tomorrow, I'm only sending it to the people who, oh, yes, we do have apples. It's time for us. It's time for us to take another movement break. So we are going to move as the broadcast is ending. Let's stand up. What is the self-love lesson that you have learned from today's video? I want to know. I don't know what I've learned. Oh, you know what I've learned about self-love? Come on, stand up, everybody. It's time. Because we're not going to another break. I'm going to read the PayPals before we go. But come on. Just get up and move. You know, I never learned how to floss. I never did learn how to floss. It never comes out right. All right, come on. Oh. I'm holding my leg behind me and getting a nice hamstring stretch. So that's what I'm doing. The truth is the truth. Come on, self-love lesson. Type SLL. Let's see the self-love lesson. Come on. All right. I've learned to mind the black business that concerns me. I know that's right. Let me stretch on my other leg. Oh. What time is the accountability thing tomorrow? It is 12. If you're in the text notification squad, you should have gotten a text. It is between 12 and 2 Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. And then the procrastination party is from 6 to 8 Eastern Standard Time. So we're having 2 different get-togethers, and it looks like there's going to be about 4 people at each. I need to see what times, because there's about, let's see. Let me refresh it and see how many people have signed up. There's one more person that just signed up. None of your business. That's okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's 11 people signed up for the accountability party and the procrastination party. So I just have to see which time is which time, or who signed up for which time. Let me do my forward stretch. Oh. And so so we're going to spend 2 hours on it. Being a Black woman is a spiritual journey. I will gatekeep fully Black women and correct any person that try to disrespect it. No matter what, Black is the source. HOESs will always be mad and want a piece of the pie. Someone is saying, Miss Tonya, love your profile pic. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, that's Miss T. My bad. Where is the link? The link was sent to everyone on the text notification squad. So you would have gotten it inside of your text. So that's where I sent it. Learn how to love myself and the skin I'm in. Be protective of me unapologetically. Don't feed into people's negative intentions so they can build off of you. Yes, absolutely. All right. Mia has sent $1 through Cash App saying much love. Let me check the PayPal, and then I'm going to give myself love lesson. I'm going to get out of here, wash off my blush and eyeliner, and then I'm going to go to bed because I'm waking up at 6. And then I'm going to write out my schedule for the day because I know we have this thing at 12, and I know we have this a thing at 6. So that's what I'm going to do. Let me check the PayPals real quick. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay, so Kemi sent $6. It says, thank you for consistently being the voice. Hold on. Thank you, Kemi. I appreciate that. Oh, my phone is moving so slow. Thank you, Kemi. I appreciate that. All right, perfect. All right, wonderful. So I got all of the apples and PayPals in, and let me refresh behind the scenes. Is there anybody from the text notification squad that did not get the text for the accountability party? If you did not, please write to me, or you can write to me behind the scenes. And I will see you all. Just go to TonyaTKO.com and click on contact, and I'll see you all in the next video. I cut my hair tonight. What do you all think? I cut it. I wanted it to be shorter because I didn't want to have all that extra hair that really didn't need to be up there. All right, so I will see you all tomorrow. Oh, my self-love lesson from tonight's video is about, my self-love lesson is really about not being upset about these people who are clearly trying to trigger us and me. You know what? We're not speaking from the negative standpoint. So instead of saying not or don't, we have to speak from what it is that we do want. So my self-love lesson is about remaining balanced in the face of stimuli. I'll say that. Remaining balanced and protecting my energy. That is my self-love lesson. Because I cannot be upset about these people. Just really recognizing that these people do not love themselves. This woman doesn't love herself. If she did, she wouldn't be trying to hurt people in exchange for money. She wouldn't be trying to hurt people. She would love herself enough to honor other human beings. You know, it's a sad, sad existence that she's in. It's embarrassing. My black male friend made his biracial wife say that she was black because she kept saying she was mixed. Yeah, well, it be like that sometimes. And there are a lot of black women who want to feel the approval of biracial and mixed people by making them say that they're black as well, so that they could be like, why are you trying to act special by saying that you're mixed? I mean, the truth is the truth. We all need to come to grips with it. We all need to come to grips with it. Only then can we really start moving forward into healing. All right, so listen, on that note, I'm going to see you all. I'm very, very sleepy at this point, and I will check I'll check my email real quick to see if there's anybody from the broadcast who had something that they needed to ask me before I got off of here. Oh my gosh. So we're pretty much done from this point. I'm just going to just check this, and then I'll see you all in tomorrow's broadcast. But I'm going to check and see if there's anybody who sent me a message while I'm still live so that I could be able to at least answer it while I'm here. Oh, man. Oh, wow. There are a bunch of people that sent me messages about the accountability party. So, Tyresha, I got your message. Miss Wyatt, I got your message. Ugh. Somebody just sent me something about trans women. There's so much craziness out there. All right, so listen, I've gotten your messages. I'm going to jump off of here. So listen to what Jay is saying. Unfortunately, being biracial, my brother experienced a very negative experience from both white and black culture because he belonged to neither. That's why I said one of the ways to fix it should be to open black culture up. One of the ways to fix it is to open white culture up and let them go get the privilege of the white supremacy, the white supremacy system in which we are in. It does not benefit black people for people with a white parent to pretend as if they do not have a white parent and then come in to a space where we know that colorism is the bastard child of racism, come into a space that is already colorist and then be exalted at the top of that space. Opening up blackness is not, how does that benefit black people? How does it benefit? Tell me, how does it benefit black people to allow biracial and mixed race people into the realms in a system that is predicated on white supremacy and colorism? How does it benefit black people? Tell me. Where we have featureism, texturism, all of those things. How does it benefit black people? I understand how it benefits biracial people because they get to be at the top of the heap. How does it benefit black people? Tell me. Because when all is said and done, right, people are going to take the privileges that are handed to them. They're not going to turn it away, and they'll even be in denial about the privileges that they are receiving. Come on. And he's saying they belong to neither. No, they belong to both, as a mix of both. It's like people want, see, this is the thing. So white people, they know, oh, if I have a child with a black person, I don't have to worry about this child trying to fit into white society because they're going to automatically be accepted into the black side and be able to rule over the black people. Or at least be exalted, maybe not rule over, but be exalted among black people. So the white people don't feel the angst because they're like, oh, well, you know, my child will be queen or king of the blacks. And black people are like, oh, well, my child is still going to be black. But the privilege lie on the white side. Why are you not going to get your white privilege? Why are you not going to get that and being like, listen, I deserve just as much white privilege as anybody else? Because black is seen as a stain. It's seen as a stain. It stains whiteness, so that if you have one drop of blackness in you, you're stained. You can no longer be considered white, because white is gate kept. And it's like, out of pity, out of force, out of whatever, people want us as the black people to be the garbage bin for everybody, for men, for people who are this, that, and the other. Anybody and everybody can come into our space. Anyway, let me get out of here. I'm so tired. I want to go to bed now. I'm tired. I want to go home and go to sleep. Anyway, I will see you later. Thank you all so much for coming to the broadcast. Tonya TKO, and I am out. Go out there and love one another. Most importantly, love yourself. And part of loving yourself is accepting who you are. That's what part of loving yourself is. Part of loving yourself is accepting. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with accepting yourself. If anything, that is self-love. All right, y'all. Accountability party. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.